Hello guys. I'm happy to welcome everyone to our channel. Today we will explore different infidelity signs that a woman cannot hide at all and that she cannot even control. I will begin with the easier signs and work my way up to the hardest, so stay with me until the end. I'm sure you will be shocked. The first sign is sudden weight loss in your woman. She might have lost weight because she actually began doing physical exercise and changed her diet because she wanted to look beautiful for her man. However, another reason for her weight loss could be related to engaging in sexual activity. She started engaging in it. Someone can afford to engage in it with a lover every day or many times a week and forget narratives about physical exercise. Sex with a lover is a different narrative. She dreams and gives it all. Wet beds or wet clothes, therefore, she will lose weight because of it. The next sign is any kind of scratches, bruises, and hickeys on your woman's body. A close friend shared a story. A woman who had returned from a business trip had the palm-sized hickey on her leg. All 5 fingers left an evident scar. Pay attention to this. Of course, more often, enticing intimate parts become affected, the thighs, breasts, or neck. Whether you want it or not, you could leave marks in an occasion of passion. Understand that intercourse with a lover is different compared to intercourse at home. People cannot always prevent themselves. More often than not, ladies might leave some scratches on the lover's back, but a man with only slightly grown nails can also leave marks. Additionally, they can engage in intercourse whenever it's possible, such as on the table at work, in a utility room, or possibly in the washroom. Being in instances of discomfort might result in bruises on your woman's body in quite unclear forms, in absolutely unexpected places. She cannot explain such bruises, like when she accidentally bashed into something, causing a bruise on her thigh. Those particular bruises, like on the inner part of the thigh, she hardly could have gotten from an accidental hit. Now, let's proceed to a more interesting sign of infidelity. It is a change in a woman's sexual behavior. Her denial of having sex with you is too cliché and boring. When your woman is really active and showing desire, that's something worth thinking about. Let us assume your sex life was boring, and once she found a lover, she introduced every kind of creativity, which shows her lover is teaching her, and then she is teaching you. In certain instances, especially at the beginning when she is obsessed with her lover, she thinks about him continually, and she's often much more excited when she's at home with you. Now, let me tell you a story from my friend who has a lover. She claims that she's usually been in an excited condition for quite some time. She has the opportunity to meet him at least twice a week, and of euphoria. She thinks about him non-stop. She daydreams. The sex was intense and insane. She has been with her husband for a long time, and the sex was insignificant and boring. As they say, you can keep your t-shirt on. She says, I go to bed because my husband is already sleeping, and I fantasize there. When I wake up, I fantasize again. The husband goes by, and indeed, he simply happens to be present. She says, I just desire it now. I desire sex. The husband believes all this to be his achievement, and he was so fantastic. But men, how can you believe it's an achievement if she doesn't spend time with you? If there's no contact between you? If she's totally changed and regularly breaking out of the house? It's a reason to wonder about why she abruptly became highly passionate and very sexual in nature. So I suggest you pay attention to such scenarios in terms of changes in your woman's sexual behavior following that sign. It's quite difficult. Let's get serious, men. Another story from a friend, he said that when he starts having sex with her, he clearly notices that she has had sex with another man lately. What's the point? He claims her genitals haven't had time to tighten up, they've gotten bigger in length and widened. The female genital tract is usually a muscular bag that, of course, can retract after intimacy, but it takes a time for it to happen. So when a man penetrates her, my friend says it's like he penetrated a bucket. This also includes an enlarged clitoris and swollen labia, which are full of blood during sexual stimulation. Blood circulates to the pelvic areas, causing the lips and clitoris to expand and have time to contract. The next sign is related to changes in a woman's microflora. In a woman's vaginal microflora, yeast infections can develop. She is sleeping with another man, and he introduces his microflora, a reaction happens. It's unavoidable. Changes in the microflora lead to yeast infections, cottage cheese-like white discharge, itching, and discomfort. There could be a change in microflora due to condom use as well as an allergic reaction, but most usually it appears as a change in flora. It's cystitis, which signifies she begins sleeping with another man and cystitis develops. Furthermore, her flora changes, and cystitis can also develop since during sexual activity he performs cunnilingus and transmits infection that way. Therefore, if your woman is healthy and has never had an issue like that before, and abruptly it develops against the background of other symptoms of certain changes, then there is a reason to be concerned. A change in your woman's intimate smell is another significant sign. Most men are very sensitive to this because they're used to the smell of their women. I'm not saying she smells from afar, but she begins sleeping with another guy, and possibly she doesn't have yeast infections and no discharge, but the smell itself changes because of the flora changes. Moreover, she's used to you, she stayed with you for a long time, and she had a different flora, so there was a smell. Most men are extremely sensitive, and they notice this first, and I like to emphasize that this is an important, subtle sign that your woman might be sleeping with another man.